Welcome, Chosen One.
What's up, Aceholes? Welcome back to another Gwent video. Today we'll be delving deep into the world of big dummies, thick morons, large idiots. You know, a dear child has many names, as they say. That may only be a Norwegian expression, because it sounded very wrong when I tried to translate it there. But yeah, big dummies, thick morons, whatever you want to call it. Fruits of Iskith this time. Although I love Force of Nature, I love the fact that Force of Nature is just a big dummy. Fruits of Iskith is by far a better leader, in my opinion. Definitely more fun. One of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite. I've been a big fan of this ever since we got it, which is quite a while ago at this point. You know, it'll keep giving us a constant thrive engine on the board throughout every turn of every round of every match, and it's gonna be good. And our cards are big boys. Igern, Imlerith, which, you know, some of you may be a little bit curious about. I'm still experimenting with it, but I do think it's okay. Like, it has synergy with Naglfar. You know, it comes down as a big boy. But the thing is, it can help set up Ghoul or Ozrel, but usually Ghoul in round 1. By eating a Griffin or an NL Conqueror. And, you know, if you eat a Conqueror, then you play for 9 points, and you get rid of a 4 provision card from your hand, and you're most likely going to draw something that's worth more, or at least costs more. Am I right? So I think Imlerith can be kind of good in that sense. Like, obviously, if you're eating Igern, a 10 provision card, then of course, in this deck, you're guaranteed to draw down because Imlerith and Igern are the only 10 provision cards, and there's nothing more expensive. But even with more expensive cards in the deck, like, you're most likely going to draw into something cheaper. Of course, with Naglfar, you can set up for it to be at least a gold. But you know what I'm saying? But if you eat a Griffin, you get 10 points, and then you draw into, you know, an 8 or a 9. It's pretty good. So I'm going to keep him in here, at least for now. He does have good synergy with Imler's Wrath, which will, you know, deal a lot of damage based on how big our biggest boy is. But if we have Imlerith, then it's just a straight up destroy. This is the main reason I wanted Imlerith, just because that destroy seems spicy. But Imler's Wrath, of course, is a pretty good card nonetheless. You know, a lot of people are playing Becker's Rock Slide, which is 8 provisions, deal 8 damage. This will pretty much always do more than that, so, like, it'll always be better than Rock Slide, which is a card that a lot of people are playing, so it's good. It's very good. Catacan, not too sure about this, but I mean, it plays for 8. It has Thrive. We can Thrive a 6 several times. It's probably alright. Goliath, big boy. Pugo, big boy. Striga, you know, my last big boy deck, I think the main weakness of that deck was that it had no removal. And for a point slammy deck like this, the biggest weakness, I guess, would be matchups against greedy engine decks, because, you know, in the long round, they will outpower us. Like, we slam big points very fast, but over time they get more points. But with some removal in the deck, we also have Parasite. You know, we are able to at least take care of some of their greedier cards, which will hopefully be good enough that we get into a good position where we can bleed them, take them into a shorter round, and hopefully beat them that way. Beast, Phantom, we do have some engines of our own, as well as, of course, just Thrive engines. which also does give us a lot of pushing power in round 1 or for round 2 bleed. Of course, with a deck like this, we're often looking at a short round 3, so cards like this, you know, you play them soon. Play him sooner rather than later. Alpha Werewolf, he's just a good boy. I needed a 6, and I didn't want to tweak the provisions any further, so a 6 for 6, immunity and thrive. The thrive does matter because a lot of our cards are bigger than 6. And he's just an immune boy. I mean, that sort of uninteractivity can be very helpful in some matchups. Ghoul got buffed. And he's loud. One of the main reasons that I am revisiting this type of deck is Ghoul now being 2 strength. And with the Fruits of Iskith version, we can easily play Griffins. And our Ghouls can play for 10 points. If we get a Griffin in the graveyard, Ghoul, 10 points. Just like that. That's huge. Wildhunt Riders, they play for a good amount of points and thin our deck. We don't have too much thinning. We have Riders, Naglfar, and Imlerith. But all of our cards are really just like, draw whichever ones you do and play them, and you'll be fine. I say that, but you're probably going to see today that you're not always fine. Endrega Larva is just one of the best bronzes in the game, if not the best. 2 engines on the board, that's insane. And then we have Conqueror, because we are running Devotion, and this is just a big boy. A 7 for 4 is awesome. It also is a secondary target for Ghoul, allowing it to play for 6. Oh man, if only it played for just 6. 9, it plays for 9. And Noonwraith is just another big card. The Death Wish is rarely relevant. Very few people commit 6 points of removal just to get those 2 rats on the board on their side. So it's a 6 for 4. It triggers Thrive. It's a tertiary target for Ghoul, but if you're forced to Ghoul the Noonwraith, you're actually in a bad spot. Sorry to say it. Tactical advantage for the stratagem, just to help us secure dominance, because I have been screwed out of dominance by some extremely greedy decks. Monsters Mirrors, but also Force of Nature. Nature's Gift. There was nature in there. Nature's Gift with some big Hamadryads. This was before I put Imler's Wrath in, though, so we now have a very good counter to that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it ends up being satisfactory to any needs, demands, or anything that you had when you saw it and clicked it. I really hope it does. Enjoy the video, and then let's jump to the gameplay, which is going to start now apparently, so I don't need to edit. By the way, sorry about the lighting. We moved things around in the bedroom / office. I'm now by the windows, so when I record during the day, natural lighting should be great here, but it's currently evening. And when my lamp doesn't have a white wall to bounce the light off of, it ends up being a little bit darker than usual, but I mean, you guys don't want to see me anyway, so it's fine. Alright, Reckless Flurry, so right off the bat, something out of the ordinary. Let's not have 2 of those. We have Ghoul and Ozrel, neither of which can be used. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, that's... ooh. I mean, Naglfar is fine. Yeah, Naglfar has some good ones. That's interesting. If I just go Fruit and Larva, right? If he kills the Fruit, that's fine. I'll get it back. I'm gonna Griffin it anyway, so that's okay. If it's armor, that's also usually fine. There's Herkia. Now, unfortunately, I don't have... I have 4 damage. I didn't draw my 6 or my a lot. Which is kind of a shame. Could maybe naggle far into it, but I'm not really gonna get my hopes up on that one. I'm just gonna play big points. That's a great sword. Come on, hit armor, both of you. Hit armor. Oh, that is so good. Take it back. I almost forgot. Against Skellige, even if it's something slightly out of the ordinary, you don't want to miss points. That was good. That was good. Both of those pings hitting armor. Made a world of a difference. So now we're looking pretty good. I mean, this is going to go down to 6, so unless they both hit the Griffin, we are looking good for dominance. Oh god. I mean, we're actually looking very good. Very good. I'm not even going to commit the Phantom. I'm going to go for this. Thin out. Casually play 10 points and thin my deck. Like, come on. We have a couple of 4 provision cards that we can commit. Werewolf is fine too. Although, unless he commits something a bit more expensive and powerful, I don't think we even have to go into that. I could be wrong. I mean, that feels desperate, doesn't it? Giga Scorpion on a Griffin? I mean, maybe he's setting up Bloodthirst. I'm not sure I care. And that poor Berserker is almost ready to pop. He's almost ready to transform. He's waited all around for this. Poor bastard. He even swung wildly at nothing for the first turn. Alright. A victory on even cards. That is very good. That is very promising. God, this lighting is not flattering. I tried to tinker with like the lighting settings on the webcam. I don't think I did a good job. I mean, this is a pretty good hand though, right? Like, we can naggle far, draw into the other gold, set up Osriel, same round. Parasite will find a target here. I'm honestly just going to keep this hand, as weird as that may sound. And I'm just going to welcome the stunning blow. I'm going to praise, I'm going to thank the gods that I don't have to win this round. And that he can stunning blow my Phantom without it hurting me too much. He could go for something else. I mean, he did commit Giga Scorpion for basically nothing, and 1 stunning blow to kill half of a 5 provision card. Wow, and Draco Larva is insane. See, like, I could do this. I'm back to the lighting, by the way. I mean, I could do this. It's a bit shiny on my forehead, but I mean, I guess it's better. It's better. It's so obviously not natural, but it's pretty good. Alright, I mean, he's starting up really slow. I'm actually going to let this get to 6 strength and 1 armor, which I guess means that it's going to stick. Which is hella balls scary. I guess I shouldn't play too hard into Heimdall. Imlerith goes on melee as well, so that's kind of scary. That's kind of the spoops. But if we Naglfar, we might get the beast, which means we should probably do it early. Anything else we get is also fine, except for Wrath, but, you know, we can draw into that. We can put Imlerith on the board and then draw into the Imlerith's Wrath, which just, you know, means that we have an insta-kill in our hand. As long as he doesn't kill Imlerith, which I'm not sure he would. Oh. I was kind of hoping it would kill the fruit there. Would have been a nice fruit kill. I mean, if he's not gonna... Did he do that just to... Alright, great, perfect. I mean, why did he do that? Did he do that for points? Did he do it to set this up for removal after... Wow. Okay. Why? That is not what you want to kill, is it? That... Unless he's really scared of that 3 damage, which Skellige usually isn't. Isn't? They isn't scared of it. Is it Imlerith time now? I mean, we don't have to. So I think my opponent here is getting a little bit desperate. Oh. Going to steal. Oh, for dagger. For dagger. Well, if I had Imlerith, then I would have had to kill on this and then an attack on dagger. Dagger to blitz. I mean, he can't play dagger down now because he has no way to trigger it. Like, he would not even get ahead. Like, I could just pass. Just get that card advantage. Go into round 3 with this. I think if I kept playing, he would have played the dagger, and then maybe, just maybe, I would have lost my chance. Yes, our opponent clearly does not know math. I am sorry, dude. You love to see it, though, huh? And I feel like I can say that because I have made very similar mistakes and lost equally as hard because of it. And I have yet to grow as a player, so I'm still very prone to those errors. But yeah, it happens. It happens. Happens to the best of us, and it happens to me. Next match. Oh. I guess I don't have to edit this one either. God, I'm lazy. Love it. I mean, the thing is, Congregate can mean Firesworn or just Crimes. Like, it can go either way. Oh, I like this hand, though. A lot of big, powerful bronze plays. I'm gonna mulligan a little bit. I think I might set up that ghoul this round. I might. But we'll have to see. Like, I may play Igorn from hand, I'm not sure. Oh, this is full on Firesworn, I love it. Alright. Well, I don't have any of my 3 removals, so you're safe. Besides, I think those 3 removals are better spent on some Fallen Knights. Alright, but full on Firesworn. That I'm excited for this. I want to see this. Ooh. He's doing it. Alright, so he drew both his priests. Well, I mean, Ulrich spent on a priest already is kind of okay for me. Yeah, like the way this deck operates, like it's like you may have like one slow turn where you play Larva, and then it's just boom, 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 boom. Wow. We place our trust in you, eternal flame. This is exciting. But not scary. Do I do it again? I mean, this could be worth a lot of points, so I feel like maybe I'm gonna be forced to fight here a little bit. Which I'm not opposed to. If I play this now, but then I lose thrive value, but then I'm just being extremely greedy. I think I'm just doing this. God, the difference between this and Fallen Knight, despite their similarity, is insane. Like, a Fallen Knight would have been boosted by 4 per night by that play. Here's like, 1. There is a 2 provision difference though, and that does matter. That actually matters a lot. Like a 4 provision bronze versus a 6 provision bronze. I mean, 4 provision bronzes, like, they're all over the place. But 6 provision bronzes, they don't always see play. I mean, you know, if Master Mirror expansion did anything, it's bringing 6 provision bronzes back into the game. Fallen Knight, Frigate. I mean, great swords were always there, but screw those guys. Am I playing the Igorn? I don't think I am. Yet another horn for my collection. Yeah. I think we've got this, and you know, Firesworn, they want a long round. You know what we don't want? A long round. And you know what we're probably not gonna get? Yeah, that's right, it's a long round. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's pretty good, but the fact remains I'm still 6 points ahead. I have 5 engines on the board. I still have my tactical advantage. Do I play Igorn? I'm not sure. You know what? I think I do. Even if he has a way to deal with it, like, come on. Ah, that's neat. That's neat. That's a big play. And he's doing that just so I can't pass. Not that I think I would pass, but you know. Ooh, I'm not too keen on that. I'm gonna do this so we have a couple more ticks on the beast. You know, it's nice. But we're definitely saving that parasite. So we do have this for 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We still have 16 points. Okay, well that's good. That is good. We keep our ghoul. We keep a parasite, which is gonna make pushing them a lot easier. Especially since he spent one of his charges, which means that if he can play a Fallen Knight without Ulrich, so it'll be 4 strength, and he can buff it up to 6, but that's not enough. God, I'm tempted. Like I have 2 griffins in the yard. Like it's such a cheap hand that just works. I'm just gonna do it. Six provisions, ladies and gentlemen. 6 provisions. Thank you. Thank you. There it is. Do you boost him or not? He dies either way. Yep. Do you have another one? I mean, one of his cards is presumably Disarray, which, you know, will actually, you know, pop a few dollars. Ooh. You know, that is actually kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. God, I don't wanna commit too much either. But like the shorter the round, the better. I mean, that's something we want to draw next round, isn't it? That's going to thrive up once, so it's going to be worth 9 points. Oh, wow. I mean, that's pretty good, actually. That is pretty good, but I am going to play this ghoul. Because I can play for 12 points, like I'm going to do it. I mean, he can now play a Fallen Knight. Or a Sacred Flame. I think now's the time. I mean, you don't have to spend coins. You can save your coins. You can just play whatever. It's either Disarray. Okay, it's Disarray. So whatever is left, it's not Herald Gourd. This is not a Gourd list. I mean, it could be. It could be. Technically, I have seen it. It's not unheard of. And it's not too far-fetched. But our Osril beats Gourd. And I don't know what else this man could come up with in a... I mean, it is 8 points. I don't want to risk breaking it. What are we missing out on? Nothing too big. Nothing too big. I don't think it's worth risking the Rider brick for it. We'll see. I have gone into round 3 with Riders before, and I got screwed. But I don't think this is going to be the one. Okay, I am so glad he didn't boost that. Well, actually... Well, it gains coins. It just gains coins, so I'm not... I'm not too spooked of it. I mean, if it's Helvede, then, you know, we still have one. Oh, that's right. He exists. God, I forgot all about cards. You don't have dominance, dude. Relax. Alright, but I'm gonna get dominance. And hopefully keep it. Whenever you spawn one or more. So, I mean, he spent both congregations, so it's not... Alright. So we kill this, right? I mean, his last card could be Helvede, which is gonna be... Okay, oh. Losing a 3 just to do that. Yeah, no. GG though. Like, it's a fun deck. It's a fun, interactive, thematic deck with a lot of layers, glaring weaknesses, but also some very, very powerful strengths. I'm very much in favor of Firesworn. I like it. And honestly, I want to get better at playing it so that I can call myself a good Firesworn player. An honest man. I gotta say though, it was weird that we didn't see a single Fallen Knight. I mean, there's no chance in hell that he didn't play it. Oh god. Okay. Here's one of the weaknesses of Fruits of Iskith. We have such a strong leader ability that you know, we don't get a lot of provisions. Oh, kind of wish I kept one because of him now. Yeah, we don't have a lot of provisions because of it. So when we lose that leader ability, like, we still have one more provision than him, and our faction is arguably better. Excuse me. So, hey, maybe it works. He doesn't play Assassination. Trust me. The thing is, I have a very impressively good track record of my opponents not playing Assassination, but as soon as I say, he probably doesn't have Assassination, that's when they do. And that's going to be Menno into Assassination. Okay, it's not. It's going to be Roderick into Menno into Assassination. Do not get Igern. Or a Ghoul.
An interesting choice.
He got a Ghoul. But honestly, you know, with the Griffins out of commission, it's not that good. This was a desperate play. So desperate, in fact, that I'm gonna do this. He doesn't have Assassination. Want to know how I know that? Here comes the ball. Jesus Christ.
This dance you will never forget.
Every time with this shit. But I mean, if you want to commit your Masquerade Ball round 1, that is fine. That is perfectly fine. And see, I want the Thrive value, like the one Thrive value that I'm gonna get. So I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna buff one of these up to 7. So we get another beast tick, and then we just have to play something bigger afterwards, so we can, you know, win. You're not locking that, are you? That is so fine. I mean, obviously. Mr. Beast. Popular YouTuber Mr. Beast. He's up for a masquerade ball. He's been invited to this popular YouTuber masquerade ball. And you know Mr. Beast. Like, he's gonna go in there. He's gonna plant some trees. But what poor Mr. Beast does not know is that he's gonna get poisoned. Well. There's no need to further enhance him. Oh, can you imagine if I kept my griffins? That would have been so good if I kept my griffins. Why can't Naglfar tutor griffins? Tutor Griffin, which sounds like Peter Griffin. Alright, I mean, one of these is getting poisoned anyway. And they're both going to be worth 8 points on the kill. So, do I care? Yeah. I'm just going to give him something bigger to poison. I don't care. That's not bigger, but just more big. Everything I have is big. King Cobra. Really? Lockdown poison. With King Cobra. Oh, this has Veil. This has Veil. I completely forget Veil exists. I mean, if poison was more prevalent, I think I would be a lot more aware of Veil. But I completely forgot. But I mean, that's great. That's great. I am slowly running out of cards here. I'm gonna play this. I mean, if he's just an all-in poison deck, and we're talking all-in... Alright, Invocation, that's fine. I was gonna say, if he was an all-in poison deck, dealing with that Igern, he's gonna take some... He's gonna take some, you know? I'm gonna be greedy. Like, the thing is, if he wants to start slapping down poison... So, you know, it's probably... What I shouldn't do is boost up something with a status, of course. That's pretty bad. Now would be a good time to get out. Honestly, though, I don't care. You know what I want to see? I want to see if he's going to play that Masquerade Ball. Because we know he has it. Right here. And yes, that is another poison. It's right there. It is right there. I'm gonna see what he does. I knew it. I knew he didn't have the stones. Or the cards. Or the cards. But most likely the stones. Okay. Now, here's what we do. It's quite simple. I can't play this from hand, but I can... If you do this... I know I could have break my riders there. That was spooky. I'm actually kind of messing up here. I just...
Yield and save me some time.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh god, no. Oh no. What? And then Alcer's Thunder. Why with the Alcer's Thunder? But you wish you had that last match. Last round. Doesn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered. Okay. Well, double larva may be good. I mean, I just keep this, right? So 8 points of carryover. He has an Igern that I won't be able to deal with. So that's bad. You know what? I think he got me. I did not see that coming. I was playing around the entirely the wrong cards here.
Behold Nilfgaard's iron might!
I mean that. I mean lockdown, poison, mata. That's good bait. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, well, thank you. That's what I'm upset about. But you know what? I'm gonna GG him for the bait. That's a good bait. That's not a Fanica here. I'm really not. But that Jebait was out of this world. I mean, I hated his deck. It was Poison, Lockdown, Kahir. Obviously, I disliked it, but it's definitely different. It is definitely different. And, you know, going into Poison, even with the King Cobras, and then not having Masquerade Ball, but having Serenova, like that. You know what I said about him not having the stones? I think he has some stones. I think he has some stones, and I can see that my entire screen is wiggling from my intense talk about testicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. That last match. See, that last match, that's one of those matches that I want to put in the video, not because I won and I was epic, but because that was entertaining. Like getting that Serenova slapped on me, that was. I bet none of you saw it coming either. If you did see it coming, like and subscribe. But if you didn't, like and subscribe. And thanks again for watching this video. I hope it was good. This is the third video that I've tried to record since coming home again. I know the background is different, but that's like I think I said. Yeah, I did say it. You know, reorganized a little bit in here. But I am home. I've had 2 failed recording sessions. Go straight down the drain. Like, holy shit. So it feels good to have now experienced a more normal recording session where, you know, it's actually possible to have fun in a video game. And, you know, I had a good time. And, like, I don't know where we take big dummies, thick morons from here. Like, I'm pretty sure adding a little bit of removal was a good step. Like, it's our biggest weakness as a point slammy, as a balanced point slammy deck is going to be greedy engine decks and being able to deal with at least a couple of those more dangerous engines is definitely going to be a good idea, because it's really only in round 1. Like, if you can deal with them round 1 and then win round 1 and you can bleed them, then, you know, that's a way to deal with long round greedy engine decks. So you don't need a lot of removal, just enough to get you going. And honestly, I'm sure we could do completely without it, but I think having it is good. And Imlerith was fine. I enjoyed him. You know, being able to set up ghouls in round 1 is pretty good. Being able to, you know, play Igern in a short round 3 without, you know, having him have like 2 armor and be killed by... See, what's a funny card that deals 2 damage? I can't even think of one. A Dernian Mauler. It's not on deploy, but it's still funny. That's good. I think Imlerith is fine. Could he be cheaper? I think so. I don't think he has to cost 10. I really don't. Let me know what you think. Let that be the discussion of the day, which is not a thing we do here at all. Should Imlerith cost like 9 provisions? Or whatever next monsters card gets that ability, because that ability has been on 3 monsters card in like just a few months. I don't know why. It is funny though. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Thanks again for watching. Have a good one, and I hope to see you again soon.